Hi, this is Shane Benga with the Manna Group, and today I want to talk with you about utilizing maybe additional land that you have on your property. The city of Spokane has adopted high density living ordinances. The first kind of main way that came out was any city lot was allowed to build up to a quad 4 units, 4 dwelling units, as long as it met minimum requirement in size. And that's most lots. There are obviously some exemptions to that. But one of the interesting options that is happening now it's coined as infill build lots. And so let's say you had a property and you have a really wide lot and your house is on one side and there's plenty of yard on the other side. There's some pretty, I'll say, interesting things that you can do to, adjust that lot line. And if you have just 25 feet in width, you can utilize that additional lot line to build another home or even a duplex in that space. There's also companies in town that will come and purchase that from you for them to build their own duplex, typically on a 25-foot wide lot, which ends up being a pretty narrow home, about 14 or 15 feet wide. So not very spacious or spread out, and this is where we get to high density living. But in that, they can build what is called a side-by-side duplex, but basically the front unit being one and then the back unit being another one. And those can be 2-bed, 1-bath, or even 2-bed, 2-bath units. I would say these are really awesome investments because they're not very expensive to build. They're relatively inexpensive. They can be used for long-term rentals, or you could even do short-term on one or both of them as well, with Airbnb or any of the other websites. So they're a creative option. I would say for home sellers, if you have a property that has a little bit more space, this is a really nice option, maybe to get a little bit more money for your land. If you're moving, you can sell the lot for a premium to these companies that will come in and build, and then sell your home on the remaining land. And so it's just a way. Let's just say you had a house that you wanted to sell for $375, but the market wasn't going to quite support that. It might be relatively easy to sell the lot on its own for, let's say, $75,000, and then you can sell your house for $340,000, and that will move a little faster just based on pricing and location. And that then you end up netting substantially more amount in money, like $415,000 as opposed to like the $375. It does require a little bit of extra work, but that's what I'm here to help with and get those things accomplished. If you have any questions on this, as always, feel free to reach out. I'd love to help explain, guide, and teach you through any of the home buying or selling process. Thanks for watching today.